Start recording. Stop recording. Speech off.
Screen curtain should be off. Let me go ahead and grab the unit. Why do I always do these videos at the last minute? Right before I have to do something and end up getting busy. Well, I'm going to be getting a case for this thing soon, so yeah. The seller was kind enough when I told him about my situation about the Braille and Speak issue, and Jan Howard, if you're subscribed to my channel, I think you would agree that the Braille and Speak is a cool device. Now, before I go any further, will this device be useful in the year 2020 in its current status, or current state, I'm sorry. Would it be useful? Would it be worth it in 2020? That is what we're going to find out today. This video may be in two parts, so do as you will. Sit back, relax, grab a slice of cake, grab a piece of cake, grab a slice of pizza, grab whatever you want to grab, and just have a seat and listen, as any good lesson would do. Just starting out with the connections. There's only three. There's actually three of them. Those connections are as follows: a headphone jack, a charging port, and apparently there are two serial connectors. Turning it on, you will hear a monotone voice.
APH color ready to step out file now open option 8:38 p.m.
You see, the Braille and Speak is basically a PDA for the blind. If you don't know what a PDA is, it's a personal digital assistant. Is that what it is? PDA? Let me know in the comments if I'm right. So, this is basically a PDA for the blind. Like the Palm Pilot PCs and like the Pocket PCs, these will put you back in the same file that you were in last time you used the unit. So, go into the options menu.
Option.
And you'll hear that some of these options are pretty archaic.
Calendar check.
When you press -15 in space,
Not found to step out file now option.
it says not found. Now, I don't know what that means.
Calendar check. Calculator.
The calculator is pretty useful.
Date.
The date, this is extremely crucial if you are still wanting to use this unit in today's world.
File commands.
File commands. These are all the commands that you would command it to do, similar to, I don't know, DOS or something, I don't know.
Smart calendar.
Smart calendar, you can find out any date by typing it in. If you don't know the exact day that a date is on, it will tell you.
Calculate line.
Calculate line, I'm not really sure what that means, but you can always go to the help file. Pretty helpful, huh?
Open the previously opened file.
It speaks for itself.
Open currently selected file.
That speaks for itself.
Review mode.
Review mode, I believe you can review a document.
Set time/date.
You can set the time and the date. That's pretty useful if I don't say so myself. If I didn't say so myself.
Spell check.
Spell check, not so useful, according to the fact that I created the spell.dic file.
Time.
That's the time.
Say countdown timer.
That's for stopwatch.
Stopwatch.
And there's the stopwatch.
Execute program.
Execute program. I don't know what programs you'd be executing, since this does not really hold much storage or memory.
Say alarm.
Say alarm, and that's the end of it.
End of file.
Wow.
Top of file.
How the heck did that happen?
Option. Abort. Status value device inflection on. Interactive off.
Interactive. You could do this.
Serial port off.
See, this is kind of outdated, but some devices still use serial ports. Just not very many.
9600 button.
Now this is really outdated stuff right here.
Low parity.
Still.
Low duplex. 8 data bits.
Nope.
1 stop bits. Hardware handshake. And line feed well transmitted on.
I believe handshake is when it talks to something else, but I don't know.
Braille translator on. Cursor tracking on. December 29, 1998 revision.
That shows its age, December 29th, 1998.
Speak windows, lines or sentences, lines. Reject or lamentation characters off. Skip blank lines off. Distinguish case or infinite off. Battery used 4 hours 59 minutes.
This battery timer, that's pretty useful. Most phones today still use that.
68% not charging.
For a unit this old, it's holding its charge very well, and I've used it throughout the past, let's see, 5 or 6 days, and it's held its charge well.
Repeat column 0.
That's when you hear some beeps.
Printer is Epson compatible.
What I mean is when you hear beeps when you reach a column.
Print line length 7. Print left button. Print page length 6.
This is all just
top
print
button.
stuff.
Braille line length 3.
In
Braille
Braille.
left button. Braille page length 2. Braille top bar 1. Window length 80. Interactive timeout 20. Double space off. Device inflection on. Number pages on. Put page number on first page on. Power reminder on. Chemicals on. Calendar check on. Chemicals on. Calendar check on. Word exceptions check on. Calendar check on.
The calendar check is on, but it's not finding anything.
Word exceptions check on. Progress clicks on. Make parameters file specific on. Speak words in say all mode off. Say ASCII values off. Hourly announcement, well advice. Double speed off. Interactive off.
And it just does the loop around.
Exit.
Now we'll go to what's called the parameters,
Enter parameter.
and we'll go through
And
there.
line fix. Set dot rate. Cursor tracking.
Some of this is
Set duplex.
still relevant today, but not all of it.
Set handshaking. Reject or lamentation characters. Set parity. Speak revision date. Set stop bits. Set braille translator. Unprotect file. Set window length. Activate serial port. Set data bits. Double speak. Serial number.
Yeah, you don't want the serial number.
And line fix. Invalid abort. Step count file. 1 page. Braille file.
Now for, I think we went over all the main menus of the Braille and Speak, just to see if it's relevant. Now
Speech parameters.
for the speech parameters.
Louder, 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 louder. Softer, 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 softer. Invalid parameter.
Whoops.
Louder, louder, softer.
Alright.
Slower, faster, slower, 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 slower. Faster, fast, fast, faster, faster. Slower. Higher, 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 higher. Lower, 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 higher. Frequency, frequency, frequency. Slower, faster. Frequency, frequency, frequency. Slower, faster. Frequency, frequency. Exit. Option.
And then that's a higher frequency.
Set speech parameters. Frequency. Device number 5. Device number 4. Device number 3. Device number 2. Device number 1. Device number 3. Device number 4. Device number 3. Exit. Option. 8:46 p.m. Abort of FM file 1 page braille file. Top of file.
Now, the way to open files is not very archaic, but selecting a voice.
Device. Device number 1. Device. Device number 2. Device. Device number 3. Device. Device number 4. Abort of FM file 1 page braille file.
Now let's have it at this pitch.
APH color ready to FM file now open. Option 8:47 p.m.
See, I changed the voice from
Device.
voice.
Device number 5. Abort of FM file page top of file.
I mean, there are different voices, like voice settings, but it's all the same voice. You can just set it in 5 different ways.
Option. Abort.
So speech parameters is pretty much the same.
Option. Thursday, June 18, 2020. Abort of FM 1. Device number 1. Abort of FM 1. Top of file.
Alright, so in all, is this unit worth it in 2020? Well, if you can handle the 30 file limit, and if you're not used to it, the inability to, the ability to not be able, is if you want to be used to a unit that has no capabilities of connecting to USB, you're mistaken, because everything, and I mean everything that has to deal with connecting to other machines has to deal with those two serial ports. There's no camera, no real memory. And then it says 200K of storage, meaning 200 kilobytes of storage, which is not much at all. But can you get by with this unit? Well, I can, but if you want more external storage, you're gonna have to, again, hook it up to a, no, what was that again? I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna be like one of those educational kid shows and say, no, what was that again? I'm just gonna say, serial ports, well, they're customizable. They're round. I think they are serial. It is the forerunner to USB. The first note taker to ever feature USB is, I believe, let's see, what was it? One of the later models of the Braille Note Empower, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's it. Because it had 2 USB ports. Then this goes on the specs of the original Braille Speak. But how could this be when it's 11 years younger than the original Braille Speak? You may ask. Well, when it's at 9600 baud, that's the baud rate. When it connects to like some sort of internet thing, that's what it is. That's what it means when it's when it says the baud stuff. Uh, in in uh, in 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 the way of removing it, the back panel, it has one screw in the top, almost an inch from the top, and one screw also an inch from the top on the left and on the right and on the bottom. Well, on the bottom it's a lot different. There are two screws pretty much. There's one screw on the right and one screw on the left. Not even half an inch from the bottom. In terms of lifetime, this could probably give you up to 20 hours or more. 20 hours or better. In usage. In terms of storage, when you press dots 2, 3, and 4 with space, you might be thinking, will that bring up the amount of storage in this unit? Well, no.
Storage device missing.
Storage device missing. That means it needs a disk drive. I think what it means is a drive that can actually store stuff, you know. I don't think it's talking about a floppy drive, but it's talking about a disk drive, which probably is a lot better than 200K of storage, which I believe that's what this uses. So, overall, is this unit worth it in 2020? Is the Braille and Speak Scholar first edition or first generation usable in 2020? Well, if you can ignore the fact that it has no internet access, not a very good spell checker, at least mine doesn't, and the fact that it has only 200K of storage, 200 kilobytes, and not even a megabyte of storage. Come on, this is like not even a megabyte of storage. Then I mean, I guess you can, but I mean, what's the use, right? I mean, it has storage, but not enough to, be your everyday driver, your daily driver in the way of note taking. I mean, sure. I mean, it holds up to 30 files, I think. But this one automatically creates one-page Braille files. But on the original, it would ask you how many pages. Yeah, this unit is completely bare bones when it comes to modern technology. And its revision date is, again, December 29th, 1998. So almost 22 years old. I mean, it still can be used, but probably as a spare device. So, you can turn it off. See you guys later.